All right. Let's work through the syllabus. The syllabus is a document that we consider a contract. It tells you what is going to be expected from you in this course and what you can expect from me in this course. If you're on the content site, which is the only way you're watching this video, there's a number of ways to get to the syllabus. First off, if we're on the topic syllabus for this week, there is a link directly to the syllabus. But just so you know, at any point this semester, you can easily navigate to the syllabus up top here in this tab that says syllabus. I will also put a static PDF version of the syllabus on the Moodle page so you always have access to it there as well. Oh, my image isn't coming through. How sad. I'll fix that later. So, again, this is Intro to Sonic Art. Let's make that a little bit bigger. Course number is Mark 245.50, which means it's an asynchronous online course. Here's the CRN for this semester. The term is fall 2021. There are 3 credits, and I have permanent links to both the main content link, which is what you're on right now, this site, as well as the course Moodle. As well as if you would like individual links to the school webpage, college webpage, and university homepage. Hopefully you can find those if you needed to. As the semester goes on, we may also add optional weekly Zoom sessions, which will not cover new content, but serve as an opportunity for you to absorb the content through a more traditional style lecture, interactive lecture. As the semester goes on, I will announce when those will be. You already know this from the last page, but I am the professor and instructor for this course, Michael Music. Here's my email. Please feel free to email me at any time about any questions you may have. My office is in McGill Hall. It's office number 232. In this semester, even though I think I didn't say this on the last video, I will be holding in-person office hours on Mondays from noon to 1 p.m. And I'm still available for virtual office hours via appointment from a Calendly link, which will create a Zoom link for both of us. It's really quite easy and a great way to set up an appointment. In addition, Cole Grant will be our teaching assistant. Cole is an incredible instructor and sonic artist and musician himself. He will be quite capable of helping you with any technical issues, as well as offering you creative feedback and offering feedback and critique on your analyses of artworks throughout the semester. We've already gone over the description as well as the goals for this course on the first page. Likewise, we've already discussed the objectives and student learning outcomes, so I'm going to skip both of those. Course modality format. Obviously, this course is being delivered via an online asynchronous modality. This means all content is available via the web and allows you to approach each week on your own schedule. Additionally, I may hold an additional optional Zoom-based lecture. We just talked about that. I'll get some more information out about that. When I do hold course lectures via Zoom, I want to explicitly let you know that those will be recorded so that the students who cannot attend the time we determine are able to view that at a later date. The course websites, as I mentioned earlier, Moodle will be where you submit all assignments, have student forums and discussions, interact with me and TAs on your work, and all content will exist on this website where you are right now. This allows your assignments and such to be behind a firewall so that you are protected and safe, but allows the content to be open so that you can access it anywhere, anytime, even after you're a student in this class. There are no prerequisites or skills necessary to take this class, and instead, this class actually serves as a prerequisite for all other sonic art and sound classes within the school. Software. You are going to be required to have a working digital audio workstation. We're going to define that for you next week on your computer for assignments this semester. For this semester, instruction of technology-specific skills will be demonstrated and taught in the DAW Reaper. Reaper is a widely used digital audio workstation compatible with Mac, Windows, and starting to be compatible with Linux. So it is a cross-OS platform. We'll get more into this next week. It's a great piece of software. Although it's not an industry standard per se, Reaper is widely used and includes many benefits to other DAWs. Of particular importance for this fundamentals level class is that Reaper's financial model is quite accessible. If you choose to purchase a license, it is $60 and is perpetual, not a subscription-based model. It's really great what they do, and they really want to get students involved in this software and allow them an opportunity to work with cutting-edge tools. So I really support what Reaper's doing, and I think it's a great piece of software. Additionally, you are going to need to acquire a pair of headphones for work in this class. I would suggest you invest in a good pair, as part of your grade will be based on the technical quality of your work. If you cannot hear issues because of you have poor quality headphones, then you are at risk of poor grades. You are ideally looking for reference quality headphones. That means headphones that present your audio to you as honest and neutral as possible. We don't want to hype your mixes. You want to know exactly what's going on. A bad mix should sound like a bad mix. Hyped headphones that accentuate bass or high frequencies in flattering ways can hide detail and mix issues. And then you don't know what's wrong with your piece. We will talk about headphones a little bit later on in this course. But I have a suggestion here of some headphones I really highly suggest. And I would really encourage you to contemplate either the Sony MDR 7506 headphones, which are a professional standard. They've gone up, it looks like $100 to $100 on Amazon. Likewise, the pair that I have been using for over a decade now is the Sennheiser HD280 Pro headphones, which have gone down a little bit in price. And I can really say that I appreciate these headphones, and they have served me well for a very, very long time. Other recommendations, depending on the type of headphone you're looking for, the price point, are listed here. Ultimately, though, I would suggest you get a pair of large cans, something that literally covers the entire ear, not earbuds. And you probably want wired headphones, as they tend to be a little bit more dependable than Bluetooth or wireless headphones. In addition, since this is an asynchronous course, you need access to a computer capable of running modern audio synthesis and signal processing environments, as well as digital audio workstations and editing software. You are welcome to leverage departmental resources whenever necessary. Both of our computer labs will have Reaper installed on all of the computers there. For those of you who are in Missoula, you are welcome to do your work in the computer labs here in McGill Hall. For those of you who are at home, let me know if you have any technological problems. There are no required texts that you must purchase for this course. All readings, music, or sound examples will be available to you through web links, the library, or the course Moodle. Let's talk about some course policies. Course evaluation. Your work in progress will be assessed through in-class participation, discussions, and critiques. You are expected to engage with class discussions about technical and artistic issues, and you are expected to engage with class discussions about outside reading and listening. You will also be assessed through artistic projects. You will be assigned artistic projects to practice the techniques being discussed in class, and these are critical to your development. Each project will involve an artistic component that allows you to explore the application of specific techniques, topics to your creative process. These creative works will always be presented in class, followed by a formal critique by the professor so that all may learn collectively. And each project also requires a written report detailing the work you did, the artistic concepts you engaged, your perceived success of the project, and influences on this work. We will walk you through everything that we expect as we get into our first couple. Finally, there will be a number of listening and reading responses in which we expect you to engage with that material critically at a high analysis level. Your final grades will be calculated as such. 10% of your grade is based on form-based participation, discussions, and critique. 60% of your grade, the majority of your grade, is based on creative and technical skill development projects. These are your weekly projects in Reaper as we learn this software, the tools, techniques, and aesthetics that we'll discuss. 10% of your grade will be based on listening and reading responses. And finally, 20% of your grade will be based on a creative project, with 5% being initial proposal and 15% being the artistic work itself. The grade breakdown follows, and you are welcome to look at that. I will not accept late work. Since projects are experienced and critiqued as a group through the discussion forum critique model, late projects are not permissible and will not be accepted. There will be exceptions, but by and large, you should plan on not having late work. If I allow you to submit something late, you will lose 5% per day for lateness. We are still in COVID-19, obviously. So if you contract COVID-19 during the course of this semester, I will work with you at all possible to help you stay caught up or to help you catch up. We've already had a discussion of course workload, but this course will be broken up into weekly content modules. Each week, a new module will be released on the same day of the week. You will then have 1 week from that date to complete the week's module. So as an example, if we release a week's module on a Tuesday morning, you have until the following Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. to submit the corresponding homework. Some weeks will be more intense than others, as I have mentioned, but generally you should plan to spend 3 to 9 hours a week on coursework, and that's typically outside of this lecture material. Finally, there will be a final presentation of materials, which will be broadcast on KGBA. Since this is an online course, your attendance will be optional, but the presentation of your work will be mandatory, so that you know. Zoom-related information. Classes may be offered via Zoom at the discretion of the instructor or as a result of university policy. So again, for this class, it's asynchronous. Everything is on the website, but I may offer optional Zoom classes as well. In the case of optional class sessions, if they are on Zoom, you do not have to attend. You are more than welcome to, and I, of course, will not continue doing Zoom classes if we don't have people attending, but just know that it's not required. Here's a section on Zoom etiquette in case that's new to you. Now we also have some SVMA, CAM, and university policies I want to make sure you're all clear about. First off, if you ever want to figure out more information about the School of Visual and Media Arts, the website is svma.umt.edu. SVMA also has an Instagram and Facebook page, and I would encourage you to follow and engage with both of those. Not only do we showcase student and faculty work, we'll let you know about other class experiences that are coming up in future semesters. We'll talk about gallery openings, presentations, and shows. And we'll let you know about visiting artists and opportunities that you may want to engage with. Academic honesty, plagiarism, and cheating. Students are expected to adhere to the academic conduct policies of the University of Montana as explained in Section 5 of your University of Montana Student Conduct Code. Academic misconduct is subject to an academic penalty by the course instructor and or disciplinary sanction by the university. Academic misconduct is defined as all forms of academic dishonesty, including but not limited to plagiarism, misconduct during an examination or academic exercise, unauthorized possession of examination of other course materials, tampering with course materials, submitting false information, submitting work previously presented in another course, improperly influencing conduct, substituting or arranging substitution for another student during an examination or other academic exercise, facilitating academic dishonesty, or altering transcripts, grades, examinations, or other academically related documents. Dishonesty will not be tolerated in this course. This includes but is not limited to cheating on tests, cheating on assignments, etc. If I find out you are being dishonest or committing some sort of academic miss, I will give you an F for the course. You will fail the course. We will report you to the Dean of Students, and we will go through the process that this is. And you don't want to do that. So let's all just move ahead forward. That all being said, you're in a media arts course. You're not using code this semester per se in this course, but you may use media at other places. In the case of using media, you are responsible to ensure it is used according to fair use guidelines. If you have questions about that, I would encourage you to read some of these links where it will talk about that. This course operates under a no censorship policy, and you should feel free to experiment with challenging topics in your projects. That said, if you submit work with violent or sexually explicit themes containing hate speech, racial slurs, or other sensitive subject matter, I might contact you to request more background information on your choices. Art scholarship and art practice, along with teaching and learning, involve a critical exploration of ideas, theories, art-making practices, and art movements that encompass such things as the human body, sexuality, race, gender, religions, and cultures. This course can and will touch upon any of the above categories with an expectation that students will actively participate in all course assignments, discussions, and tests. Given this information, it is your obligation to determine that the requirements conflict with your core beliefs. If you determine that there is conflict with your beliefs, one of the following actions can be taken. You can drop the class before the last day to drop a course without penalty. You can meet with me within the first week of classes to determine if any accommodations can be made. And you need to know that I am not required to grant accommodations, but we can talk about it. Most importantly, and above all else, of all of these things, this course operates under an idea that we should be kind. We will be respectful to each other, help each other, and be considerate in your communication with the instructional team and each other. Be constructive with any of the critical feedback you give. With respect to diversity, your experience in this class is important to me. I welcome individuals of all backgrounds, beliefs, ethnicities, genders, gender identities, gender expressions, races, national origins, religious affiliations, sexual orientations, ages, abilities, and other visible and non visible differences. Please know that I will gladly honor your request to address you by an alternate name or gender pronoun. All members of this class are expected to contribute to a welcoming, respectful, and inclusive environment for every other member of this class. Let's make sure that we feel safe here and that we feel like we can grow as artists and sonic artists. The University of Montana assures equal access to instruction through collaboration between students with disabilities, instructors, and the Office for Disability Equity. If you anticipate or experience barriers based on disability, please contact the Office of Disability Equity. Retroactive accommodation requests will not be honored, so please do not delay. As your instructor, I will work with you and the ODE to implement an effective accommodation, and you are welcome to contact me privately if you wish. Additionally, the Writing and Public Speaking Center provides one-on-one tutoring to students at all levels at any time in the writing process. If you're having problems writing this semester in this course or any other, take advantage of them. They are incredible. With respect to mental health and well-being, the University of Montana is committed to advancing the mental health and well-being of its students. If you or someone you know is feeling overwhelmed, depressed, and or in need of support, services are available. For help, please visit this mental health website. If you really feel uncomfortable visiting the website, please reach out to me or other instructors, and we can help you out as well in pointing you to the right direction. Still in COVID-19, as I mentioned. So if you are in any college building, that includes McGill, the Art Annex, the Fine Arts Building, Schreiber, Part V, etc., you are expected to wear a mask. These buildings are considered classes and laboratories, as we utilize the entirety of the buildings for our work. Masks are required. If you are feeling sick and are exhibiting COVID-19 symptoms, please do not come to campus. Stay home and do your work online. The rest of this I will let you read through, as it does not necessarily apply to us. If I become sick from COVID-19 during the course of this semester, I will do everything I can to maintain my teaching and mentorship, utilizing the existing modalities established for this semester. However, I will obviously be unable to utilize my university office and will therefore have to make some adjustments. If I become unable to essentially upload new content or connect with you, I will figure out how to make up the course in the best way that we can. With respect to the land, the University of Montana acknowledges that we are in the Aboriginal territories of the Salish and Kalispel people today. We honor the path they have always shown us in caring for this place for the generations to come. Finally, changes to the course. I reserve the right to change the intended content of this course throughout the semester. This may be done to adjust for the speed of the class, to better meet educational goals, or to account for changes in technology. That is the syllabus. If you got any questions, send me an email about it. Hopefully it's fairly standard and boilerplate.